Kevin Craner centering Jeff Johnson on the right side, Jeff Tayo on the left side. Chris Sitton out there along with Jason Labarge. For Ogdensburg, Mickey Hansen will be centering. Actually, though, this time it's Campbell taking the face-off. Off the draw, the puck dumped in the OFA zone. Rob O'Donoghue between the pipes for Ogdensburg, trying to control it, comes back to the blue line. The Blue Devils break it out. Hansen can't control it. It's backhanded right in the zone by Tayo. Goes in behind the net. It's Bill Tolman feeding it around the boards. Down the ice it goes into the Massena zone, but they wave it off as they rule that could have been played by the Red Raiders. Picked up by Sidden. Headman pass to Tayo. Gets by him a little bit. He pokes it out to center ice. Ahead to Johnson by Craner. Here's Johnson breaking in. Slides it right on. And the save is made on the backhand. Puck still free. Goalie is tied up with one of his own players, but the Blue Devils are going to break it out of there. Here comes Campbell out to center ice. Ahead to Tolman. Tolman taken out of the play at the blue line by Sidden. And the puck picked up by Jeff Johnson for Massena. Johnson starts out. Backhander goes to Tayo. Long headman pass by Craner. It bounces into the OFA zone. It's right back out again. Out to center ice. Wade, as Ogdensburg makes a line change, slides it into the Massena zone. Adams after it there. Adams and Thompson are paired here. Tayo's still out there. It's Massena yet to make a line change. Decides to tie it up so they can. And we'll have a face-off in Massena territory. We've played just over a minute and no score.
Massena wanting a line change. Jeff Tayo tying it up in a corner in his own zone. At that first line of it out there over a minute. And a little tired Stanmore wanting to make a change. Face off in the Massena zone. Early first period, no score.
Montroy out there against Convertini. Off the face-off, back to the point. Here's a drive. Knocked down in the slot. Controlled by the Raiders out to center ice. Here's Parker. Parker, long headman, intercepted. Goes back to the red line. Thompson follows up. Throws a check to the Ogdensburg blue line. Picked up by Tony Convertini. Convertini trying to center it through. It hits Parker in the back of the leg, and the Blue Devils break it out again. Here comes Montroy breaking by the defense. He's going to go in all by himself. Shot, score!
No, it hit the post. The light came on, but the puck hit the post area. It did not go in.
I don't know how that stayed out of there. I really don't, but it did. And Massena catches the first break.
Massena got a break.
A big break as Adams comes up with a puck in behind the net. Bouncing around there. Finally, Fauché back to pick it up. Headman pass out to center ice. Parker has it poke checked away. Right back comes Farrand into the Massena zone. His shot, fired it wide. Puck goes to Parker, back out to center ice. The Blue Devils, LaRose now dumps it to the Massena blue line. Thompson over to Adams. Back to Thompson. Massena starts back. They get their third line out there. Goes by Bigelow into the Ogdensburg zone. LaRose picks it up, trying to get it out of there. Goes off Bigelow in behind the net. Bill Tolman. Tolman feeding around the boards. Labarge keeps it in at the point momentarily, but it's out to center ice. Here comes Sidden with it, picking up the loose puck. Can't clear the zone. Kept in there by Hansen. The puck bouncing into the slot, jamming at it, and it's poke checked into the corner. Hansen takes a whack at it. He gets upended, gets back up again, has it poked away, and it goes out to center ice. Bigelow, headman, meant for Labarge, or I should say for Jason Morris, but it comes into the Massena zone. Labarge after it, feeding it for Wiley on the wing. Wiley dumps it around the boards on the other side. Kevin O'Neill after it, throws a check. Puck in the corner, and it's tied up there. And we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone. Raiders with a little problem clearing their own end.
Massena got a break. When that puck hit the post, you say, Jay, I thought it was in. The light came on, but it hit be on the stick side, the post on the stick side, Brucey DeRushy, and bounced back out. Big break for Massena there.
Montroy's line out there now against the Craner line. Off the face-off, Craner wins the draw, breaks out of there. Headman goes to Johnson. Johnson goes in the Ogdensburg zone, comes by a check trying to feed Craner, but it's knocked down. Good defensive play made by Pat Wade. Puck back to the point, kept in there. Jamming for it, here's Tayo with it. Tayo, shot, goes across the goal mouth. Johnson was looking for the rebound. Hard check thrown, but the puck comes out to center ice. We got a 2-1. Pat Wade breaking in. His drive, the save by Big DeRushy. Adams throws a check in behind the net. Puck comes around the boards. Montroy at the point, trying to slide it in the corner. Adams gets knocked down. The shot, score! Kevin O'Neill. So Ogdensburg draws first blood here this evening. O'Neill will get the goal. And Massena having defensive problems already.
Well, on the defense, when you don't want to slide on the ice unless you're absolutely sure you're going to have the puck because you take yourself out of the game. That's what happened there as Adams slid on the ice. O'Neill just stepped around him and put it home past DeRushy. Ogdensburg up 1-0.
Off the face-off, puck to the Massena blue line, backhanded in the zone by Matt McKee as Ogdensburg with their third line out there. Jason Labarge in behind the net, trying to move it along the boards. Coming back is Parker, throws a check. The puck bouncing around in the corner, jamming for it back to the point. Kept in there, here's a chance, and the shot just wide. That shot taken by Scott Kaya. Puck in behind the net, Chris Sidden picking it up. Here's Sidden, head man out to center ice, intercepted by LaRose. He dumps it right back in the Massena zone, but somebody touched it on the way through, and offsides will be called, and the faceoff will come outside. 10:51 remaining to play, first period. Ogdensburg up 1-0. Hansen's line coming out there now. Hansen, Campbell, and LaJoy. Off the face-off, Parker picks up the loose puck. Hansen takes it away, slides it in on DeRushy. DeRushy makes a save, leaves it. Here's a shot on the side, goes in behind the net. Sidden picking up the loose puck. Backhands it, has it knocked away, gets it back again, sliding it up for Fauché. Fauché ridden into the boards, the puck still sitting there. They jam for it, Ogdensburg with an opportunity in front, the shot, and DeRushy makes the save on a weak shot. Puck poke checked out to center ice by Convertini. Parker after it, Farron takes a whack at it. Bouncing puck picked up by Parker, drops to Labarge. Labarge over to Sidden. Sidden headman off Convertini's stick right at the blue line, sits there, comes back to Sidden at the red line. Here's Sidden, trying to go through traffic, throws a check. The puck comes free along the blue line, back out to center ice. Here comes Campbell. Campbell jams with McCracken, and the puck goes down into the Massena zone. McCracken trying to control it, feeding it around the boards for Fauché. We have a whistle. We got matching minors. I think McCracken and Craig LaJoy will go off. So we'll be skating 4-on-4. 9:55 left, first period. 1-0 Ogdensburg. So a little bit of a mix-up there in the Massena zone results in matching minors. McCracken for Massena, LaJoy for Ogdensburg. And the faceoff will come in the Massena zone. 1-0, OFA leading it here. Montroy comes out along with Pat Wade. Craner coming out with Tayo for Massena. Faceoff to the right of the goaltender. Back to Farron. Pokes it in the corner. Thompson is there. Goes by him. Montroy picks it up. Looking to center it. Nice play by Adams. Breaks it up. Comes to Tayo. Tayo breaks. Headman to Craner. Here comes Craner breaking by the defense. Taken out of the play nicely. That time by Scotty Farron. Good defensive play by Farron. And back comes Ogdensburg. Puck poke checked away. Here's LaRose after it as Tayo made the poke check for Massena. LaRose now kind of nonchalant at it, but he gets it out to center ice. Adams picks it up, feeds it ahead for Craner. Kevin with the puck now circling. Cross the blue line, left side. Craner gets by a check, has it poked away at the last minute. The puck slides into the slot and is picked up once again by Scotty Farron for Ogdensburg. Farron out to center ice. Headman it. Kevin Craner picks up the puck, drops it back. Adams. Adams to Tayo. Tayo back in the Ogdensburg zone. Here's Tayo in the corner, taken out of the play. Again, a good play by Scott Farron. Farron feeds it around the boards for LaRose. LaRose starts back for Ogdensburg. His pass is knocked down at the blue line. Adams dumps to an open wing. Jeff Johnson comes back for it. Johnson has it poked away. Goes back in the Massena zone. Picked up by Mike Adams. Adams feeding for Thompson. Timmy starts out. Across the red line. Headman goes by everybody. Slides right in on net. O'Donohue feeds it into the corner. Back the other way comes Ogdensburg out to center ice. Controlled by Massena again. Headman pass intercepted. Here comes Ogdensburg dumping it. In fact, that's right on. And the save is made by DeRushy. He leaves it for Thompson. Thompson's headman knocked down by Hansen. Hansen slides it ahead, but it's taken away by Parker. Here comes Parker in the blue line. And poke check away. The puck out to center ice. Picked up there by Sean Campbell. Campbell, headman to LaJoy. LaJoy breaking in back to Campbell. And it's poke checked at the last minute by Sidden. And right back comes Massena out to center ice. Headman pass on the stick of Convertini. Taken off his stick. Hansen and Convertini jam for it. Hansen comes up with it. Slides it out to center ice. Labarge picks it up at the Massena blue line. Labarge, headman intercepted. Once again, here comes OFA's Bill Tallman. Dumping it in the Massena zone. Hits right in front of the net. As DeRushy almost got caught out of the net. As the puck took a weird bounce. But finally, it's out to center ice. Convertini picking it up. He's got Bigelow with him, tries to backhand it. Convertini again takes a whack at it, has it taken away, and back comes Scotty Montroy. Headman pass, Labarge breaks it up and loses it, but he takes the man and Bigelow covers up. Out to center ice it comes again. LaRose tried to keep it in but couldn't. Here's Farron. Farron, the backhand pass. Goes to the Massena blue line. Here's Montroy breaking in. Labarge comes over. Sweep check. Gets the shot off anyway. Goes across the goal mouth, but Wade missed it. Back to the point. Mike LaRose dumps it in behind the net. Puck all the way around the boards. Comes into the corner now. Sidden sweeps it in behind the net. Bounces it around the corner. It goes. After it there. Back to the point. Here's a shot. DeRushy has to make another save. Bouncing puck goes in the corner once again. Around the boards. Bigelow. Bigelow starts out for Massena. Headman pass is going to be an icing against Massena as it goes all the way down the ice. 6:41 remaining in the first period. Ogdensburg leading 1-0, and so far, been a ragged game for Massena.
It has. Massena spending a lot more time in their own end than I'm sure Stan Moore wants. Without a doubt, Massena misses Brett Snyder back on defense, Jerry.
No question about it. Kevin Craner out there now to face off against Derek Van House. Van House out with McKee and Kaya. Craner with Tayo and Johnson. Off the faceoff, Mike Adams. Adams and Thompson are out there at the points for Massena. Headman to Johnson. Johnson feeds to Tayo. Across the blue line, Tayo tries to split the D. It's poked away. Craner dumps it back, but the pass is intercepted. And back comes Ogdensburg. Nice move by McKee. He dumps it in the Massena zone. Adams after it there. In behind the net, lost his footing. Has the puck taken away, goes to the side of the net. Picked up by Tayo. Tayo breaks out of the zone. Bounce pass. Johnson, he hits him at the blue line. Johnson comes into the corner. He's ridden into the boards by LaRose. Now Tayo follows up. Puck back to the point. Thompson throws the check. Bouncing puck doesn't get out of there. Here's Thompson. Here's Johnson. His shot knocked down by the defense. And it's lifted on the backhand back into the Massena zone. And that'll be an icing call. No, they wave it off. Why, I don't know. But the puck comes around the boards off Timmy Thompson's stick. Here's Johnson with it, trying to feed it out of there. It comes out to Craner. Craner's long headman pass goes deep as they want to change. Back to pick it up. Here comes the Blue Devils trying to get it out. They do, into the Massena zone. Now that goes back into the Massena zone deep. Picked up by Labarge. Labarge starting to move it out of there. In the corner, taken into the boards. Puck slides free into the slot. Picked up by Sidden. Chris with a puck now. Lugs it out of the zone on the backhand. Slides it to the Ogdensburg blue line. Bounces right there into the zone. It's dumped into the corner. Ogdensburg trying to move it. Robbie Siegel feeds it around the boards. Back to the point it comes. Labarge can't keep it out of there. Here comes Campbell in a foot race with Sidden. He shoots, score!
Ooh. Siegel just, no, it was Campbell, I guess, just over the blue line. He was probably 2 strides over the blue line. Let the slap shot go. As he did, Bruce DeRushy came out, but they came out of the net. He left the left side, his left side wide open, Jerry. He gave him that left side to shoot at. And let's see, Campbell made no mistake, put a quick slap shot just inside the post on the glove side. OFA goes ahead 2-0.
Campbell made a good play because Sidden was coming on him. All he had the chance to do was shoot, and he did, and he scored. So Campbell gets the goal, and it's 2-0 for Ogdensburg, and the Blue Devils came to play, no doubt about that. Massena has yet to find any kind of cohesion here at all. Bouncing puck comes to the blue line. Wiley takes a whack at it. Here comes Eric Wiley breaking into the zone. He's deep, trying to center it. It's poke checked away. Good defensive play made by the Berg. Puck around the boards. Montroy has it taken away by Bigelow. Here's Bigelow centering it. It's knocked down and backhanded down the ice. And that'll be an icing call right there against OFA. And the faceoff will move back in Ogdensburg territory. The Blue Devils lead it 2-0 with 4:34 left to play here in period number 1.
Well, the thing, of course, that led to that goal is the Massena defenseman got beat at the OFA blue line. They left a 2-on-1 situation, and as Campbell came down the left side, you're right, he only had one thing to do is shoot as Sidden was coming over to cover him, and he did, and that's all it took, I guess, because DeRushy, I think, didn't realize maybe how much of the net he had left open.
Faceoff will be in Ogdensburg territory to the right side of goalie Rob O'Donohue. Kevin Craner will take the draw. And immediately there's a whistle. Somebody moved apparently. Thompson and Adams are at the points. Off the face-off, puck back to the point. Adams shot, knocked down in front. They jam at it. Puck goes into the corner. Backhanded around the boards it comes. Johnson takes a whack at it. The Blue Devils clear it down the ice. That'll be another icing call against Ogdensburg and move the face-off back into their zone again. With 4:19 left to play, it's 2-0 for OFA.
Massena really not able to generate any offense at all. I think they had maybe one or two halfway decent rushes, and that's about it. It's been an OFA first period. As the score indicates, it's OFA 2, Massena, no score.
And it could be worse.
That's right.
Again, Mickey Hansen will face off against Kevin Craner. Off the draw. Puck comes in behind the Ogdensburg net. They try to move it up. Hard check thrown by Tayo. Gets a piece of the puck, but it's cleared back to the point out to center ice. Thompson jams at it. Hansen gets a whack at it, feeding Campbell, and the puck comes back to the Massena blue line. Here's Craner with it to Tayo. Tayo circling. Starts out from Massena. Here comes Tayo. Poke checked away. It comes to Thompson. Thompson feeds Craner. Craner to Johnson across the blue line. Johnson to Tayo. Tayo in the corner now. Looking to move it right in front. Johnson in behind, hits the side of the net. Tayo now looking to wrap it around, and he fired it behind the net. And the Blue Devils pick up the puck and start out of there. It's Tolman out to center ice. Here comes LaJoy. His shot from center ice, and the save made by DeRushy. Feely out there playing the point for Massena now. Picks up the puck. Head man to Tayo. Tayo feeding Craner, bounces off his stick, picks it up again. Here's Craner 1-on-4, trying to break through the middle. He is upended, and the puck goes into the corner. And we got a hand pass on Ogdensburg, so the faceoff will be in their zone with 3:16 left in the period. 2-0, Ogdensburg leading Massena here. We're in the first period, Division I semifinal game.
John Feely back on the defense. He's paired with Chris Sidden for Massena.
Convertini's line out now. Parker and Fauché. Off the draw. Puck sits in the circle. The Blue Devils are going to move it out of there. Here comes Mike LaRose. LaRose across the blue line. Gets a weak shot off. Doesn't get through. It's picked up there by Sidden. Backhands to Convertini. Circles back in behind his own net. Pass goes back to the blue line. Out to center ice. It goes underneath Fauché. He picks it up now. Backhand to Parker. Parker dumps it in the Ogdensburg zone. LaRose after it there. Bangs it around behind the net for Farron. Farron rubbed into the boards. Feely throws the check. We have a whistle. And what do we have? Another hand pass?
Hand pass, I believe.
On Ogdensburg.
And by Ogdensburg to the face-off. We're back in the Ogdensburg zone. Both teams will change. Let's see the Convertini line coming out for Massena. We've got 2:44 to go in the first period. Face-off in the OFA zone.
Convertini will draw against Montroy. Off the face-off. Bouncing puck, Parker lost his stick. Montroy picks it up. Breaks it out to center ice. Intercepted. And it's back in the zone of Ogdensburg. LaRose, backhander to the Massena blue line. Feely is there. Waits. Feeds Convertini. Tony with a puck now. Coming back to the blue line to Feely. Feely's headman pass on the stick of Fauché. He's taken out of the play. Puck slides in the corner. Fauché and Farron go after it. In behind the net. Bouncing puck picked up by Parker. He can't find the handle. And it's Kevin O'Neill to the blue line. Here's Sidden with a drive. Saved by O'Donohue. That's the first good chance Massena's had in the game.
First good shot on that right there.
Puck in behind the net. It's tied up. And we'll have a face-off with 2:02 left in period number 1. It's 2-0 OFA.
And only 2:02 to go in the first period. That shot from the left point by Chris Sidden was really the first good shot on net that Massena's had in the first period. Offense sort of non-existent. They're really not even doing their normal good job of forechecking in the offensive zone here.
Not at all.
No, not having a good first period at all.
Hansen will face off against Jake Morris. Off the draw, puck bounces through. Here's McCracken. He's knocked out of the play, and the Blue Devils break it to center ice. Thompson is there, feeding Wiley. Wiley drops it back to Thompson. Thompson, headman, goes to McCracken. McCracken just lifts it deep in Ogdensburg territory. Comes in behind the net, bounces around to Hansen. Hansen doesn't get it out of there. Here's McCracken, his drive, knocked down in front. Morris after it. He can't find the handle. Gets it poked free again. Wiley takes a whack at it. And finally, it's picked up again on the defense. Doesn't get it out. McCracken dumps to an open wing. Farron after it there. bangs it around behind the net. It comes all the way up to Hansen, back to the point. Here's Thompson's shot, through a screen, just wide. Oh, my goodness. Now Adams takes a whack at it, and Ogdensburg is going to ice the puck to take the pressure off. And finally, Massena coming awake here.
Right, finally coming awake. The third line of Jake Morris, Eric Wiley, and Scotty McCracken doing a good job of forechecking. That's the first time Massena's done really much forechecking in this first period. They kept that puck in the Ogdensburg zone for probably 30, 40 seconds. Finally, OFA just throws it down the ice to purposely ice it to cause a whistle. We're down to 1:12 first period. OFA 2, Massena no score.
Kevin Craner's line coming out now. And it's going to be the Montroy line for Ogdensburg. Face off right side of O'Donoghue. Off the draw, bouncing puck, Craner in the corner. Craner poked away, and the Blue Devils move it down the ice again, but it's not going to go far enough for icing this time. Comes to Feely in his own end. Big John with a puck now. Has the puck poke checked away, goes after it in the corner. Big tie-up, and Feely kicks it on the other side. Here's Big John with it. Feeds it around the boards. It's intercepted. Comes back into the corner. Johnson from Massena now. Johnson loses it. Comes side of the net. Back. Here's a shot knocked down. It goes into the slot. Tayo is there. Headman just by Craner. Picked up by LaRose. Dumped back in the Massena zone with 35 seconds left in the period. Here's Feely. Feeding it for Tayo. Left side. Tayo in behind the net now. Stops. Starts back with 25 seconds. Tayo breaks out of there. Hits Craner. Here comes Kevin across the blue line. Breaks by the defense. Craner, short side shot. Score! Jeff Tayo!
I tell you, the work was done by Kevin Craner, Jerry, as he broke in, down the middle, got to the blue line, went to the right side. As he went to the right side, Jeff Tayo came in on the left side, sort of snuck in behind the defenseman. Kevin Craner threw it over in front. I wasn't sure whether it was meant to be a pass or a shot. It doesn't make any difference. As Tayo gets the goal, the assist going to Craner. It's now OFA 2, Massena 1 with only 17 seconds to go first period. Big goal for Massena.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge goal for the Raiders. Jeff Tayo getting a big one there from Massena. And Convertini's line comes out against the Van House line. Off the face-off, bouncing puck at the blue line, into the zone. It's dumped in the Massena zone with 10 seconds. Mike Adams with it, in behind the net. He and Van House jam. The puck slides free, and Massena starts to move it out. Convertini to the blue line, lugs it out with 2 seconds, 1 second, and the buzzers. Massena with a late goal in the first period get back into the hockey game. The Ogdensburg Blue Devils pretty much dominated that first period and come away with a 2-1 lead after one period of play. Very exciting first period. The Hansen line, although Campbell will take the face-off. Hansen, Campbell, and LaJoy out there to start off. And it's going to be, let's see here, Bill Tallman and Farrand out there playing defense. For Massena, the Craner line, Tayo and Johnson on the wing, Sitten and Feely out there. John, I thought, played pretty well that first period.
He did.
He dumps it to the Ogdensburg line. Craner after. Now Johnson. Johnson feeds it ahead. Back out to center ice. Here come the Blue Devils. Back the other way. Campbell. Across the Massena blue line. Feely takes him out of the play. And picking up back to the Ogdensburg blue line. Tayo, or I should say Craner, dumps it in as Massena wants a line change. 2-1 Ogdensburg. We're just underway here in the second period. Sitten picks up the puck. Headman pass. Parker trying to hit Convertini. Goes by him. LaRose picks it up. Backhand, not out of there. Kept in by Mike Adams. Adams steps by a check, has the puck taken away, and it's bounced by LaRose around the boards. Parker trying to come up with it, comes back to LaRose. LaRose whistling it along the blue line. Mike McKee picking it up for the Blue Devils. Long headman pass to Kaya. His shot from the blue line, gloved by DeRushy. He leaves it for Mike Adams. Headman pass. Fauché to Convertini, poke checked away, back to Adams at the blue line. Michael has it poked away. Here comes O'Neill, the drive. Shot save by DeRushy. Around the boards it comes. Parker doesn't get it out. Yeah, it does slide out to center ice. He's lucky it did, though. Right back to the blue line, delay offside, and there's the whistle as Montroy touched it. And we're down to 13:01 left in the second period, 2-1 OFA. Jake Morris's line coming out now from Massena. And I think Montroy's line is going to stay out there for the Blue Devils. Montroy, Wade, and O'Neill. Morris, Bigelow, and Wiley. Off the face. Puck to the blue line. Sidden picks it up. As it poked away, Morris after it. He and Montroy jam. Morris slides it back to the point, and the shot poked away. Here comes Bigelow and Farron racing for it. Bigelow can't quite come up with it. Farron back out to center ice. Intercepted by Wiley. Wiley just gets railed at the blue line, and it's bounced back out to center ice. Here come the Blue Devils. Montroy now following up on the play. Here's a shot, and the save made, and holding on to it is DeRushy. And shot from long distance again is...
Well, every time I think Ogdensburg is coming across the blue line, they're electing to shoot at DeRushy. Of course, it worked maybe one time in the first period, but I really don't think they're going to score on Bruce DeRushy that often by shooting just inside the blue line. Face off. See, we got face off just in the Massena zone. It's OFA 2, Massena 1.
Face off to the right side. Craner's line out from Massena now. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle. Poked back to the blue line, kept in at the point. Johnson loses it. Here's a chance. Short side shot to save. The rebound. Score! Ogdensburg 3-1. And I think that's going to be Kevin O'Neill with his second of the game.
Well, the save was made by DeRushy. However, he gave up the rebound, but O'Neill was there, and he was there all alone. That beat the Massena defense again and picked up that puck, threw it behind DeRushy. So OFA goes up 3-1.
I think that was Campbell getting the goal.
Okay. All right.
Sean Campbell
getting the goal.
But it's Ogdensburg's third goal. Massena trailing by 2 again. They've got to wake up. Off the faceoff. Tayo after it has it poked away. Farron dumps it into the Massena zone. Thompson looking for Johnson down the right wing. Here's Jeffrey taken out of the play, and Hansen picks up the puck. Hansen in behind his own net. Slides it to LaJoy. Tayo steps in front of it. Dumps it back behind the net. Hansen again. Feeds it around the boards. Adams pinches in. Dumps it in behind the net for Johnson. Goes by him. Puck pokes free. Johnson back to the point. We have a whistle. What do we got? A man in the crease? No, we got penalties. I think we got matching penalties.
Matching minors again. Looks like Craner going off for Massena Red Raiders and Tolman for OFA.
Ogdensburg leading at 3-1 with 11:58 left in period number 2. So we've got 4-on-4. Van House will take the face-off. He's out there with Kaya. Parker from Massena. Off the draw, the puck comes in behind the net. Mike LaRose after it. LaRose feeds it around the boards all the way out to center ice. And down the ice it goes. Sidden will have to come back in his own end. Chris Sidden with the puck now. Circling. Feeds it over to Feely. Feely back to Sidden. Sidden starts back from Massena. Sidden headman pass goes by everybody. That'll be an icing call against Massena and move the faceoff back in the Massena zone. 3-1 Ogdensburg.
Well, Massena's got a little bit deeper hole to crawl out of now, Jerry. They were just losing 2-1 coming into the second period, but quickly OFA goes on with their third goal as Campbell gets the goal with assist going to Hansen and LaJoy.
Face-off will be in the Massena zone. Off the draw, Feely after it, picks up the loose puck. Pokes it ahead. Parker can't get it out of the zone. Now finally it's Sidden. Headmans it, has it taken away, slides a check at it, and it's the backhanded back in the Massena territory. DeRushy leaves it for Feely. Feely bangs it off the boards. Poke check but not out. Dumped right back in behind the Massena net. DeRushy stops it. In behind. Puck comes to the side of the net. Here's Sidden. Sidden circling. Goes over to Feely. Feely starts to move it ahead. Backhander back out to center ice. Here's Farron. Back to the blue line. Sidden gets a skate on it. Ahead to Fauché. Here comes Fauché. Into the zone. His shot. Almost handcuffed O'Donoghue, but he made the save as Fauché used the defenseman as a screen and got a good shot off, but O'Donoghue stayed with it.
That's about the only move that Fauché had. The OFA defense really had him so that he couldn't get by, but he used him as a screen, elected to shoot, and got the shot off. Rob O'Donoghue, who made the save, but juggled it a little bit. Face off now in the Massena zone. Massena's Craner, OFA Tolman, still in the penalty box.
Tayo will take the face-off. Off the draw, Tayo in the corner, jamming for it. Puck along the boards. Adams the drive, and it got deflected up into the glass. behind the net. Tayo throws a check, falls down, gets up, jamming for the puck. Tayo picks up the loose puck, back to the point. Thompson's shot knocked down in the front. Tayo backhander. Oh, he just fired it wide. Puck around the boards, and the penalties are up, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Adams keeps it in at the corner. In behind the net, Johnson throws a check. Puck comes free to Hansen. Hansen taken away, slides behind the net. Picked up by Tolman. Tolman's backhander out to center ice. Adams couldn't keep it in. Now he dumps it back in the zone. Bounces in, and it's picked up by the defense again. In behind the net, around the boards it goes. Out to center ice, Mike Adams at the Massena blue line. Drops it. Thompson. Thompson on Johnson's stick. Across the blue line. Drop pass. Crater. His shot deflected over the net. Now the puck in behind the net. And Ogdensburg back the other way. Out to center ice. Into the Massena zone. It's Hansen. Craner picks up the loose puck as Hansen taken out of the play by Adams. Headman on the stick of Johnson. Johnson stood up at the blue line. Gets by the check. But the puck slides free as Massena makes a line change. Craner after it as the puck tied up along the boards, and the faceoff will come in Ogdensburg territory. Down to 9.5 left, second period. 3-1 Blue Devils leading.
Well, I think since that goal, Massena's starting to look a little bit better. They're playing the body, I think, a little bit more. Trying not to let OFA get started out of their own end. Now, right now, the Morris line out there for Massena with Eric Wiley and Scotty McCracken.
Derek Van House, the line out for Ogdensburg. Off the faceoff, back to the point. Sidden can't keep it in. Drops it over to Feely. Feely takes a whack at it, slides it in behind the Ogdensburg net. Picked up by LaRose. LaRose starts out for the Blue Devils. Sliding it ahead down the Massena zone. That'll be an icing call against the Blue Devils and move it back for a faceoff in Ogdensburg territory. And Massena will send the Convertini line back out there. 3-1 the score. Ogdensburg leads Massena with 9:14 remaining in the second period.
Face off in the OFA zone. Back on defense. Stan Moore now has Chris Sidden and John Feely. Feely playing well since he's been inserted here late in the first period.
Off the faceoff, Sidden at the point. Dumps it, bounces through. Doesn't quite get to the goalie though. Back into the circle. Picked up by Parker. Parker trying to slide it through to Fauché. Goes in behind the net. Fauché, ridden into the boards by LaRose. The puck picked up by the Blue Devils. Kept in by Sidden. Sidden's drive deflected up into the wall. Sidden didn't have much time to get that shot off.
He elected to shoot. It's the only move he had. It was deflected high. But again, Massena starting to put a little pressure on OFA, starting to body him in their own zones and then tying him up to keep that puck in the OFA zone is something they didn't do in the first period.
3-1 the score. Ogdensburg leading by 2 with 8:52 left. Period number 2. Convertini out there against Montroy. Off the face-off, puck goes into the slot and into the corner. Farrand after it there. Feeding it around on the other side for Bill Tolman. Tolman has it intercepted momentarily by Sidden, but it's back to O'Neill at the blue line, out to center ice. John Feely picking it up. Feely in his own end, looking for Sidden. Sidden, headman pass goes by Convertini, and that's going to be an icing call against Massena. And move the face-off back in Massena territory.
Since that OFA goal, Massena has control of the play pretty well, but they don't have anything to show for it yet, except they're playing better.
They need right now is goals.
Yeah, they need goals.
Craner's line back out for Massena. And it'll be the Montroy line for Ogdensburg. Montroy, Wade, and O'Neill. Off the face-off, puck comes out to center ice. Tolman has to come back for it. Tolman at his blue line, lifts it high in the air, goes into the OFA bench, and the faceoff will come back in Ogdensburg territory.
We're down to 8:21 in the second period, and it's still OFA 3. Massena 1. The faceoff will be just inside the OFA blue line. Craner line is out there for Massena. That's with Jeff Tayo and Jeff Johnson.
Montroy will face off against Kevin Craner. Just inside the blue line. Whistle blows. Somebody moved. As Mike St. Louis comes over and directs people. Here's the face-off. Controlled out to center ice by the Berg. Sidden dumps it right back in. Goes in behind the net now. Bounces to the side of the net. Tolman trying to feed it. Up along the blue line. Sidden steps in front of it. Craner has it poke checked away. And it bounces back to the blue line and out to center ice. Tile picks it up again, back the other way, got a 3-on-1. Here comes Craner breaking through, gets by the defense. He is hauled down. There's going to be a penalty on Ogdensburg.
Good pass from Tile to Craner. Craner lets it to try to go through the OFA defense, and he was tripped up. So OFA defense.
That's Farron rather, Jason Farron.
Farron going off.
He's wearing 18 instead of 13.
So Massena will have the first power play of the evening. A break for Massena. With a goal here, they can really bring this game a little bit. OFA picked up 2 penalties. I saw the trip. You know, I think there was a pushing on Tile. Tile was pushed over in the corner. I believe Farron and O'Neill both going off for OFA.
So Massena with a golden opportunity here to get back into the ball game. Farron getting the tripping call on Craner, and O'Neill going off as well. So now a 2-man advantage for the Red Raiders. Off the face-off. Puck comes back, but not out. Tile has a poke checked away. Adams feeding back to Tile across the blue line. Here's Tile with it. Drop pass to Craner. Craner at the point. Goes over. Adams to Sidden. He fired it high over the net. Puck comes in behind, and Ogdensburg wants to tie it up, but the puck slides free into the back of the net. They jam at it. Now it's tied up, and we'll have a face-off in OFA territory. Massena moved it well and got a good shot.
They got the shot off, but Sidney, he had the shot and he had the net, but he shot over the net. Just one of those things. The puck just doesn't go where you want it to go. Massena's just got to be patient now. They got a 2-man advantage, and they got it for 1 minute and 7 seconds. The puck is in the OFA zone. They need a score very, very badly.
If they can score here soon enough, they get some more power play, too. Off the face-off, puck goes behind the net. Whistling it around the board. Sidden can't keep it in. It goes down the ice. In behind the Massena net. And OFA will make some changes on the penalty killing as Montroy comes out. Under a minute left in the 2-man advantage. Here's Sidden feeding Craner. Craner has it poked away. Comes back after it. Circling around. Drops it over to Mike Adams. Adams up along the blue line. Johnson into the zone. Here's Tile. Tile to Johnson. Johnson the shot. And it hits the glass and bounces to Sidden. Chris with a puck now. Sliding it through. Goes by Adams in the corner. Poked behind the net. Tile. Circling in the slot. Back to Craner at the point. Craner's drive. Saved by O'Donohue. Bouncing puck in front. They jam for it. And Sidden after it in the corner. Goes back. In front. Right in front. Johnson shot. Hit the goalpost. In behind the net. Controlled by Tile. Tile to Craner right in front. Backhander goes wide. Knocked just high. Down to 4 seconds. Looks like Ogdensburg's going to kill it off as it comes to Sidden. They get their 2 men back. Bouncing puck in front. Jam for it. Ogdensburg backhands it down the ice. And they kill off the 2-man advantage. In behind the net, it's Mike Adams. Headman to Johnson. He lets it go by. Slides into OFA territory. And it's picked up there by Jason Farron. Farron to LaRose. Massena caught in a line change. LaRose across the blue line. Backhander goes wide. It comes to Convertini. Convertini back the other way from Massena. Headman pass to Fauché. Fauché across the blue line. Gets by the defense. In behind the net. Fauché circling. He's still got it wraparound. Back to Adams at the point. Adams the drive. And a save made by O'Donohue. Fauché in behind the net now to Parker. Parker gets tied up in the corner. The puck slides free. Now Fauché, Parker, both there. It's picked up free. And it's controlled by Ogdensburg as they move it out of the zone. Out to center ice, poked away. Convertini keeps it in the zone, but now it's out to center. Convertini picking up the loose puck. Has it taken away. Comes back after it again. Goes to the Massena blue line. Over to Thompson. Thompson to Parker. Parker leaves it at the blue line. Picked up by the Blue Devils again as Campbell bounces it out to center ice. Ahead to LaJoy. LaJoy shot. Goes wide. The puck comes free. Parker. Headman pass. Oh, just by Fauché. In behind the net. Fauché after it. He's ridden into the boards. The puck slides back to the blue line. And it's out to center ice. Wiley for Massena picking it up. Ahead to Morris. Oh, Morris just got leveled. Puck back out to center ice. Here's LaJoy. Sliding it to the Massena blue line. McKee after it. Feely takes it away from him. Almost lost it. And the shot bounces to the blue line. Picked up by Morris. Morris starts back. He's got Bigelow with him. Beating Bigelow across the Massena blue line to Wiley. Wiley breaks in all by himself. Shot fired it wide. Puck around the board. Feely with it. Feely to Bigelow. Centering pass. Knocked down in front. Goes back out to the blue line. Big John Feely. The drive deflected just wide. Bigelow with it. Trying to center it. It's picked up by the Blue Devils. They dump it out to center ice. Down the ice it goes. But icing is waved off. Here's Thompson with it. Thompson whistles around. Bigelow. Bigelow gets tied up. Puck comes in behind the net. Feely with it. Feely and Montroy jam. Puck slides free. In behind, OFA. Skinner O'Neill with it. O'Neill backhands it. It goes out to the blue line. Farron can't keep it in. It's out to center ice. Bigelow, after it there, has it poked away, and O'Neill dumps it back in the Massena zone. Here comes Thompson. Feeding it around the boards. Kept in the corner. Puck slides free again. Now Bigelow trying to pick it up. Montroy steps in front of it. Montroy jamming with Sidden. Puck picked up behind the net by Kaya. Goes into the boards and back to the blue line, but not out. Kept in. Right in front, the shot, and a save. Oh, what a big save. Wow. Big save by Massena's Durashi. Bigelow trying to slide it ahead. Goes into the zone, back out again. Picked up by O'Neill. O'Neill across the Massena blue line. Taken out of the play by Adams. Sidden picks up the loose puck. And we're going to have a cross-check on Mike Adams. So OFA will go on the power play.
Well, this will be the first power play for OFA. Of course, Massena had a power play not too long ago. They had a two-man advantage. They really played pretty well on that two-man advantage, just couldn't score.
That's for sure. So Massena will have to try to kill a penalty here, trailing at 3-1 with 3:06 left in period number 2. Hansen comes out along with LaJoy and Campbell. Tolman at one point, Farron at the other point. Off the faceoff, Tolman keeps it in at the point. Goes over to Scotty Farron. Farron feeds it to LaJoy in the corner right side. Back out to the point. Farron back to LaJoy. LaJoy coming across the slot. Tayo slides it, doesn't get it out. Dumped into the corner again. John Feely after it. Feely looks to tie it up. Now Sidden picks it up. Bounce pass to the blue line. Kept in at the point. They jam for it. Slides back. Picked up by Tolman. Tolman's pass bounces over Feely's stick. Goes into the corner. Hansen with it. Here's Hansen. Sliding it through. Knocked down by Sidden. Sidden backhands. Not out. The shot taken by Tolman. Sidden knocks it down. Bouncing for it. Finally, it slides out to center ice as Chris Sidden did a good job to stay with that one. Hansen picks it up again. Long headman pass goes back into the Massena zone. Going to wave the icing off. Sidden whacks at it, goes along the glass, and up into the stands. And the faceoff will come back in the Massena zone with 35 seconds left in the Ogdensburg man advantage.
And see, Stan Moore sends out Fauché and Parker. He leaves Feely and Sidden back on defense. Face-off in the Massena zone. 35 seconds left in the penalty to Massena's Adams.
Parker will take the face-off against Montroy. Off the draw, puck comes in behind the net. Sidden circles, steps around a check. Backhand pass goes ahead to Parker. Parker breaks it out of the zone. Here comes Parker down the left wing side, across the blue line, motors by one. He's taken into the boards, and the puck picked up there. Back the other way is Skinner O'Neill. O'Neill feeds it out to center ice, intercepted by Feely at the Massena blue line. Feely waits, trying to get it out of the zone, kept in by Montroy. Here's Montroy, waiting for everybody to get back in the zone. Goes over to LaRose. LaRose dumps it into the corner. Feely after it. Feely whacks it down the ice. And Massena gets Adams back, as that'll be an icing call against... No, they wave it off. Okay. And we're down to a minute and a half in the period. Back out to center... No, back out to center ice. Convertini picking up the loose puck. Convertini circles at the red line. Starts to move it. Dumps it. Ogdensburg territory. Puck bounces in behind the net. Fauché racing for it. LaRose gets there. Fauché throws a check. The puck picked up by the Blue Devils. It comes to McKee. McKee poked away from him. Now out to center ice. Back in the Massena zone, Mike Adams. Adams for the Raiders with a minute left in the period. Adams, headman to Fauché. Fauché has it poked away. Mike loses it. Here's Kaya, centering pass. Comes to Jeff Johnson. Bouncing puck control by Fauché. Beating Johnson. Johnson down the sideline. Puck back in OFA territory. Still in the zone. The Blue Devils control it, though. Back out to center ice. Hard check thrown by Convertini. Backhands it to the blue line. It's back out again. We got a tripping call. And it's going to go against OFA, apparently. Against
OFA Kaya, I believe, for OFA. So Massena gets a break as OFA's Kaya goes off on a tripping. Massena will have their second power play advantage of the evening.
3-1 Ogdensburg leading with 35 seconds left in the second period. Massena will send out the Craner line. Sidden and Adams coming out for OFA to try to kill it off. Derek Van House is out there. Bill Tolman along with Sean Campbell and Scotty Farron. Or is that Jason Farron? Scotty Farron. Mike Adams with it. Feeds Sidden. Sidden takes it across into the zone. He's ridden into the boards. Puck slides free. Van House backhands it to the blue line. Craner keeps it in. Dumps it to an open wing. Adams poke checks into the corner. Johnson looking to center it. Gets it back again. Right in front. Tayo can't get the shot off. And it's cleared down the ice with about 10 seconds left in the period. Good opportunity there. Craner picking up the loose puck. Breaks back with 3 seconds. Here's Craner. The big drive. The buzzer sounds. And the period is over. So the Blue Devils pick up another goal to increase their lead to 3-1. And Massena with 15 minutes left. They have to come up with 3 goals to win this game. 2 goals to send it to overtime. And they're going to have their work cut out for them. In the Hansen out there to try to kill it off. Also out there, Sean Campbell. Adams and Sidden. Sidden, head to Tayo. Tayo just shovels it in the corner OFA zone. Jason Farron back after it, trying to feed it around the boards. Getting a piece of it. Johnson fighting for it. Back out, kept in by Craner. Kevin drops it to Mike Adams. Back to Craner at the point. Craner shovels it over to Sidden. Sidden's drive, and the save is made. It goes up into the wall. O'Donoghue with a save.
It was set up well. They used the three-point men, and they put Sidden on the left side, Craner in the middle. Craner had the puck, slid it over to Sidden. He got the quick shot off, but Donoghue had it all the way, deflected it up over the glass.
Hansen against Craner, 32 seconds left in the man advantage. So at least Massena got a shot off that time. Shot on net. Off the face, back to Sidden at the point. Sidden fakes the shot, shovels it to Tayo. Tayo has it taken away, and the Blue Devils move it down the ice. In fact, it goes right on, and the save made by DeRushy. He leaves it for Adams. Adams starts back for Massena. Headman pass on the stick of Sidden. Sidden lugs it down the zone, into the zone. The shot goes wide as it was deflected. After it in the corner, Johnson, Adams pinches in, keeps it in. Nice job by Mike Adams. Adams trying to center. Johnson knocked away, and the Blue Devils move it down the ice again. And the penalty is up, and that'll be an icing call against Ogdensburg, and the faceoff will move back in their zone. I've noticed, though, it's tough to score a power play goal right at the start of a period. I don't know why it is.
I don't know either. You seldom see it, Jerry, scoring as they come out for the start of the period on a power play. That's Massena is 0-3 on the power play. Power play is over. Face-off in the OFA zone. Massena down 3-1.
Montroy against Convertini. Off the face. Parker trying to slide it in behind the net. Montroy gets a piece of it. It comes to LaRose. LaRose with a puck now, moving it to the blue line, out to center ice. Here comes Montroy. Headman pass, offsides. Ahead of the play was Kevin O'Neill. And the faceoff will come back at center line because that's where the pass originated from. 13:48 left, third period, 3-1 Ogdensburg. Convertini facing Montroy. Off the draw, the puck bounces high in the air. And on the hand, it goes back into the Massena zone. Sidden picking it up. Steps by a check. Sidden trying to backhand it. Gets it right back again. Now shovels it over on the other side. Goes to Parker. Parker starts out. Parker down the right side. Into the zone. Parker gets by a check with a puck. Centering pass right on. The rebound. Convertini scores!
Oh, there's a break for Massena as Parker came down the right side. Threw it over in front. And it bounced off O'Donoghue. It came right on the stick of Convertini, and in between Fauché had tied up the OFA defenseman. Camertini took his time and just rifled that puck in. It's Massena.
No. It's no
goal.
goal.
No, what? No goal. I'm not sure why.
Net off its moorings.
Oh, the net was moved. Well, Fauché was mixed up with the defenseman and the goalie. I think that's probably what it was. I didn't see the goal move, but of course I was watching Camertini, and the goal is waved off, and the face-off will be in OFA zone. Tough break for Massena.
Ooh, tough break for Massena. The net off its moorings, so no goal. Off the face-off, puck goes right across the goal mouth, back to Sidden at the point. Steps in front of it, can't get the shot off. In the corner, slides it to the side of the net. O'Donoghue leaves it for Farron. Farron shoveling, Morris picks it up, centering pass, knocked down. Puck goes in the corner, back to the blue line, still in the zone. Now it's out to center ice. Farron just dumps it into Massena, or Tolman rather, in the Massena zone. Feely steps to the side of the net, feeds it for Bigelow, goes by him, Morris picks it up. Morris just got railed. Bigelow picks up the loose puck. Across the blue line, slides by in the corner. Bigelow still on his feet. Centering pass knocked down. O'Donoghue looks to tie it up. There's going to be a whistle and a penalty against Ogdensburg.
To Jason Farron, as I think he held or hooked Bigelow as he was going down on the right-hand side. So Massena again, power play. They can't let these slide by there. They've got to score on these power plays.
This is a big one right here. They got to put the puck in the net. Craner coming out with Johnson and Tayo. Coming out to try to kill it off. Hansen's out there, along with Campbell. And Farron and Tolman, I believe. Face off, Ogdensburg zone. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle. Tayo picking up the loose puck, poke checked away. Comes out to center ice. Mike Adams after it there. Adams in his own end. Goes to Tayo. Tayo has it taken away as he couldn't quite control it. And Ogdensburg dumps it down the ice again. DeRushy leaves it for Adams. Mike with the puck now. Over to Sidden. Sidden back to Adams. Adams lugs it ahead to Craner. Craner across the blue line. Kevin takes it in the corner. Slides it around. Goes to Sidden. Sidden trying to slide it through. Poked away and comes out to center ice. Craner has to come up with it. Craner falls down, gets back up again. Starts back. Here comes Craner across the blue line. Craner breaks in. The shot goes wide on the deflection. Johnson picks it up. Bounces it around behind the net. Tayo trying to dump it back. Goes to Sidden. Sidden to Craner. Craner in the slot. The shot knocked down. Gets it back again. Centering pass goes right across the goal mouth. Now it comes to Sidden. 25 seconds. Sidden right in the slot. His shot high over the net. I think it was deflected by the goalie. Puck in the corner. Adams pinches in. Throws a check. Johnson picks up the loose puck. Here's Jeff Johnson with it. Trying to tie it up. Adams now pokes it behind the net. Here's LaRose. We have a whistle.
We got a couple penalties, a little mix-up over in the corner. Looks like, Johnson and Hansen. I think they're both going to go.
So both go off, matching minors. And the face-off, it'll still stay 5-on-4, I believe. We're down to 12 seconds left in the power play. No, yeah, it's going to stay 5-on-4.
With a man in the box and he gets coincidental minors, and they do not play another man short.
Or do they?
They shouldn't.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Convertini comes out, along with Fauché and Parker. So the regular line out there. LaJoy will take the face-off for Ogdensburg. Just 12 seconds left in the man advantage. Back to Adams at the point to Sidden. Sidden shot right on. The save made. And O'Donoghue holds on. Face off again to the left side. 7 seconds left in the man advantage. Still 3-1 Ogdensburg. Now coming out on the ice will be Scott Kaya. And LaJoy goes off. Now Massena will make a change as Feely comes out. And they're not going to let him.
No, they said you've had your last change.
I thought the home team gets the last change.
I thought so too, but
Mike St. Louis won't let it.
Waved it off.
Off the face-off. Puck in the circle, and it comes out to center ice. Sidden almost kept it in. Goes over to Adams. Mike takes it across the blue line. Penalty is up, and the puck goes into the corner as Ogdensburg killed it off. And the bouncing puck goes up into the crowd, and the face-off will come top of the circle in OFA territory. Down to 11:08 left to play. Third period, still 3-1 Ogdensburg.
And on the power play, Massena goes 0 for 4.
Convertini, Parker, and Fauché out there. And Van House with his line mates. Convertini trying to slide it through, goes to Sidden. Sidden steps by a check. Backhands it to Feely, or Fauché rather. Fauché and Sidden still in the corner, jamming for it. Sidden throws the check, the puck comes free. Fauché after it, pokes it free, but it's picked up behind the net. Van House starts out for Ogdensburg. Headman pass, knocked down at the blue line. Feely picks it up, backhands it, back to the blue line. Dump back in the zone to lay offside. Sidden feeds Feely. Feely, headman pass down the sideline. Poke checked away, goes back in the Massena zone. Sidden comes back after it. Sidden taken into the boards. They jam for it. Convertini picks it up. We got an interference call. I'm not sure. I guess it's going to go against Sidden.
Looks like Sidden. Sidden going off definitely. I thought it might have been matching, but no, Massena. Sidden gets a penalty. This is not going to help the Massena cause.
So the face-off will come in Massena territory. The Raiders have to kill a penalty now with 10:26 left in the third period, trailing 3-1. Montroy's out there along with Kevin O'Neill and Pat Wade, I believe, on the other wing. Off the face-off, it comes to Wade. Back to Farrand at the point, and he loses it. Comes back out, back in, offside. Will be the call on OFA. So the face-off will move outside the Massena zone.
This will be OFA's second power play for the night.
Craner will face off against Montroy. Off the draw. The puck controlled by Wade. He drops it back on the blue line. Goes to the Massena blue line in the zone. Here's O'Neill. Shot was not on. It was gloved by DeRushy. In behind the net now, back out to the point. Here's the shot taken from the point by LaRose, blocked, and down the ice it goes as Tayo got in front of that one. LaRose comes back for it. About a minute left in the power play. LaRose moving it along the boards. Tayo gets a piece of it, but it's picked up by Wade. Wade out to center ice, lugging the puck. He dumps it into the Massena zone. In the corner it goes. Feely picking it up, bangs it. Not out. It's poke checked into the corner. Now Mike Adams takes a whack at it. Doesn't get it out. Puck comes free. O'Neill with it. Centering goes back to the point. Here's Farrand with it. Scott Farrand feeding it in behind the net. Feely with it. Around the boards. Meant for Craner. Farrand keeps it in at the point. Here's Farrand in the slot. Shot right on. DeRushy makes the save, and Adams clears it into the corner. Dumps it down the ice. Break for Massena. About 20 seconds left in the power play. 9:17 in the period. 3-1 OFA. Bill Tolman with it. Tolman starts out right side. Headman pass all the way out to center ice. Feely picks it up, waits, and dumps it back to the OFA blue line. Tolman again, beating it over to Farrand. Farrand now trying to hit his wing O'Neill. O'Neill across the blue line. Here's an opportunity right in front, but it's pucked into the corner, and it comes to Feely again. Here comes Feely, moving it ahead, doesn't get it out of the zone. The Blue Devils control it. Now Sidden's out of the penalty box, throws a check, loses his stick. The puck controlled by Ogdensburg. Feely throws a check. Fauché picks up the loose puck, slides to the blue line. Sidden after it. He can't control it. Kept in again by Ogdensburg. Here's a shot right on. The save made by DeRushy. In behind the net to LaJoy, trying to center it around. Comes back to LaJoy in the corner. Taken into the boards by Adams. The puck slides free. Now a hard check thrown by Fauché. There's going to be a penalty.
Hit from behind by Fauché. Another not a good penalty at all when you're behind by 2 goals and with 8:20 to go. So again, Massena's got to kill off a penalty.
So Fauché gets the gate for a hit from behind. It's awful tough to come from behind when you're in the penalty box. Time is running out for the Red Raiders. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left. Still 3-1 OFA. And there's an injured OFA player on the ice. I'm not really sure who that was.
I'm not sure either. It was behind the net, and
we're still waiting.
Both coaches tending to the Augsburg player. I think he's all right.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's just down on one knee, and he will be skating off.
Oh, Scott Farron. Or was that Van House?
Van House, I guess it is. Number 17, Van House. So, face-off will be in the Massena zone. Massena killing off a penalty. Fauché goes in the penalty box on a hit from behind penalty. We're down to 8:20 in the third period. It's OFA 3, Massena 1.
Tayo out there with Johnson now to try to kill this one off. LaJoy comes out along with Hansen and Campbell. And Tolman playing 1 point along with Jason Farron. Face-off in the Massena zone. Off the draw, back to the point. Farron with it, or that's Tolman rather, feeding it into the corner. Back to the point it comes, Tolman. Goes over, back out, back in. No, I guess it wasn't. Here's a shot right on, save made. The rebound still side of the net, but the whistle blows. The puck had squirted free, but the whistle blew, and we'll have a face-off again in the Massena zone. Ogdensburg moving it in pretty good that time.
Got the shot off, and the save was made by DeRushy, and the referee lost sight of the puck and blew the whistle.
Hansen off the face-off. They can't keep it in as it squirts by Jason Farron. Goes back in OFA territory. 8 minutes left in the third period. 3-1 Ogdensburg. Headman pass goes out to center ice. Sidden is there. Dumps it right on. The save made by O'Donohue. A shot from center ice. Bill Tolman picking up the puck, trying to get it out of the zone. Goes out and just across.
He's still before on the power play, so penalties really have done nothing to determine the outcome of this game. The only problem is Massena's playing shorthanded. Takes away your offense.
That sure does. Yep. Okay, the faceoff will be in Ogdensburg territory. Craner and Johnson out there now, along with Adams and Sidden. Montroy to take the faceoff. Montroy out there with Wade and O'Neill. Off the draw. Puck in the circle. Craner picks it up. Dumps it in behind the net. Johnson racing forward in the corner. Jams forward along with Farron. Farron gets there first. Passes to the other defenseman, and it's out to center ice. To the Massena blue line. Wade picking it up. Stops. Pokes it free right in the slot. They jam for it, and Craner picks up the loose puck. Here comes Craner. Headman to Johnson. Johnson racing for it. It's going to get to the goalie first, and O'Donohue covers it up. Kevin Craner saw Johnson racing down the right side. Almost hit him.
Yep. Almost hit him. In fact, he almost caught up with the puck as it bounced off the boards, but it went right on the net, and Rob O'Donohue of OFA just covered up as Johnson was cruising in, trying to beat him, but the O'Donohue covered the puck, forcing the face-off in the OFA zone. 24 seconds left in the penalty to Massena's Fauché.
Okay, Craner will get the draw now on the left side. Off the face-off. Craner shot right on. O'Donohue makes the save. In behind the net. Back to the point. Kept in by Adams. Now to Sidden. Sidden whacks at it. Puck along the boards out to center ice. Back to Sidden again. He waits. Dumps it back in the Ogdensburg blue line. LaRose with it. LaRose down to Montroy, right side. Montroy feeding Wade across the blue line. The shot saved. Made by Massena goaltender DeRushy. Puck in behind the net. Goes to the side of the net. DeRushy with a big stick. Swipes it around. Penalty is up. Massena killed that one off. Here's Johnson. Johnson hits Craner. Craner breaking across the blue line. The shot. Rebound goes side of the net. Puck in behind. Now back to the point. Out to center ice. And Sidden has to come back for it. Down to 6.5 left in the third period. Still 3-1 Ogdensburg. Sidden steps by a check. Starts back from Massena. Here's Sidden. Across the blue line. Into the zone. Drop pass. Tayo's shot. Knocked down. Goes into the corner. Back out off the boards. Craner deflected by the defenseman LaRose. Puck comes free along the boards. They jam at it. Craner pokes it free. Comes over on the other side to Scott Farron. Farron has it poked away. McCracken. Or Wiley is that. That's Wiley, I guess. In behind the net. Taken out of the play. They jam at it. Adams. No, that is McCracken. McCracken gets tied up in the boards and forces a face-off with 5:50 left to play in the third period. 3-1. OFA leading. Massena desperately needs a goal here.
Kraken doing a good job in tying that puck up in the OFA zone. And of course, that's where Massena wants that puck in there for the face-off. Jake Morris line out there with Wiley and McCracken, Thompson, and Feely back on defense for Massena.
Okay, Hansen will take the face-off against Morris. Off the draw. Puck goes into the corner. Hansen backhands it. Morris trying to get a piece of it. Now Bigelow throws the check, but the puck slides out. Kept in at the point. McCracken trying to get by a check. Puck taken off his stick by Campbell. Apparently Campbell's okay. He's back out there. His headman pass to the blue line, kept in by Morris. Now it's Bigelow. Bigelow taking off the puck. It slides out to center ice. Feely ahead to Morris. Morris, the backhand pass intercepted, and it comes back to the Massena blue line. Feely, 5:20. Feely feeds Thompson. Thompson goes back to Feely. Feely trying to get it ahead to McCracken. McCracken's headman pass going to be an icing. No, they wave it off. Haven't called too many icings tonight as the puck in the OFA zone. The defense sliding it ahead. It goes off Hansen's stick. Now it's out to center ice. Morris loses it. Hansen follows up. Here comes Hansen across the blue line. Oh, Feely just took him out of the play.
He took Hansen out of the play.
John Feely's played a heck of a game here tonight.
Yes.
Here's a long headman pass. Goes by everybody. That's going to slide into the OFA zone. Icing waved off again. Puck around the boards. Feely pinches in on Hansen. Throws a check. Trying to tie the puck up and does. And the faceoff will come in OFA territory. And again, a good play by John Feely.
Right, Feely pinched in from the right point slot to tie up the OFA man plus the puck, and it forces the faceoff in the OFA zone. We're down to 4:37. Massena still down by 2.
Convertini will take the draw now against Scott Montroy. Off the faceoff, puck goes back out to center ice. Convertini won that one too good. Adams at the blue line. Bounces it to the OFA blue line. Kicked by LaRose. Back to Wade. Wade across. Gets a shot off. That's wide, but DeRushy leaves it for Sidden. Around the boards for Fauché. Fauché trying to get it ahead for Convertini. Tony picks it up, trying to feed Fauché, not out of the zone. Now Fauché after it. O'Neill feeds it in behind the net. Down near the 4-minute mark. Puck along the boards. Parker after it, can't get it out of there. Bouncing puck comes in the corner. O'Neill after it there, taken into the boards. Puck slides free. Montroy. Montroy taken out of the play. Convertini to Sidden. Sidden headman pass goes by everybody to the blue line. OFA right back out again to Montroy. Adams takes a whack at it, goes by him in behind. Convertini picking it up. OFA making a change here. Convertini lugs it out. Feeds Fauché. Here comes Fauché, gets by a check. Fauché right in front, Parker. Parker, shot. O'Donoghue makes the big save. Score and the rebound. Tony Convertini.
Tony Convertini picks it up. The assist got to go to Parker, as Parker took the shot, and I thought O'Donoghue had covered the puck, but apparently that puck came loose, Jerry, and Convertini, I'll tell you, he was robbed on the other goal, so this time he gets it. Massena's within 1. Good break for Massena. That'll be Convertini from Parker.
So Massena scores a goal here to make it 3-2. Ogdensburg had kind of slowed things down, Reg, dropping back into a defensive shell. But Massena taking advantage of that, scoring a goal, making it 3-2 with 3:31 left in the third period. 1-goal hockey game. And the Craner line comes out.
Well, I got a little momentum going here, Jerry. Got 3:31 to go. Need a goal.
Off the faceoff, Feely's headman pass knocked down. Puck comes back in the Ogdensburg zone. Back to the Massena blue line. Here's Campbell breaking in. Poke checked away by Sidden. Now the puck comes to O'Neill. O'Neill taken out of the play by Tayo. Craner throws the check, picks up the puck. Here comes Kevin Craner. Headman pass on Johnson. It goes by him. That'll be icing. And Jeff didn't even see that, I don't think.
When you're skating down the ice like that, you got to have one eye over your shoulder. He had the breakaway, and Kevin Craner saw him, and he put it right next to him, but Johnson just didn't have that eye over his shoulder, unable to pick the puck up. So Massena called for the icing. I'll tell you, when you're with 3:33:07 left, you got to try that. Anything you're going to, anything to try right now. Massena's behind by 1 goal, 3:07 to go in the third period.
Kevin Craner taking the face-off. Puck sliding back to the blue line out to center ice. Johnson after it. It's dumped back in. Delay offsides in Ogdensburg. They clear the zone. Sidden picks up the puck. Sidden feeding it over on the other side. Feely, headman to Craner. Craner trying to get it to Tile, goes behind him. Tile picks it up now. Over to Sidden. Here comes Sidden out to center ice. on the stick of Craner. Craner trying to get it across. Sidden has to pick it up, take it in the zone. Here's Sidden, gets by one, feeds it to Johnson. Johnson shot, just missed the net. Goes to Tayo. Tayo whacks right in front, and O'Donohue covers it up.
Well, I think that goal sort of fired Massena up, Jerry. Massena, again, having a good chance on that first line of Craner, Johnson, and Tayo, and Johnson just missing the far side of the net. Face-off in the OFA zone. OFA playing really conservative here in the third period, but it's backfired a little bit as Massena's picked up their second goal of the night. Face-offs in the OFA zone. We're down to 2:33 in the game.
Face-off right side. Off the draw, the puck sits there. Parker with it, takes a whack, goes back to the point. Thompson, the drive, bounces wide off a stick. Parker in the corner, trying to backhand it around to Fauché. Fauché trying to slide it to the blue line. Bouncing puck comes out to center ice. Back to the Massena blue line. Thompson picking it up. About 2 minutes left. Headman pass on the stick of Convertini. Slides to the Massena blue line. OFA blue line, rather. And back out Thompson to Adams. Adams back to Thompson. Thompson bounces it into OFA territory. Comes around behind the net for Fauché. Fauché trying to center it. Knocked down by Van House. Van House whips it around the boards. Thompson pinches in. Throws a check. The puck comes free, picked up by the Blue Devils, and they lift it out to center ice. Adams after it with 1:45. Headman pass to Thompson. Thompson feeds Parker. Parker tries to get by a check. O'Neill takes the puck away, and Ogdensburg dumps it down the ice. They wave off the icing, and Thompson comes after it. Thompson whistling around the boards. Wade pinches in, picks it up. Here's Wade, the drive. Save made. Puck in behind. Montroy and Thompson jam, and the puck picked up by Tayo. Here's Tayo circling with 1:19. Tayo starts back from Massena. Here comes Tayo out to center ice, lugging a puck, gets by one. He gets hauled down, and there's an offside.
As Tayo went over the blue line, he was hauled down, but the offside was called before Tayo was hauled down. We're down to 1:11, face-off just outside Massena blue line. Yeah, almost time for a timeout here, I would think, for the Massena Red Raiders. The Craner line up for Massena. Feely and Sidden. Feely and Sidden have played well for Massena tonight, back on defense, especially Feely.
Yeah, he sure has played well. 3-2, OFA leading. And I think I saw Stan Moore ask for a timeout, but there we go.
Okay, Stan Moore waiting. I'm watching DeRushy. DeRushy is still back in the goal, although I think if Massena gets control of the puck and gets it in the OFA zone, you'll see DeRushy out of that net.
Feely is out there with Sidden. Craner will take the face-off against Hansen. Off the draw, puck into the zone, back out again. Sidden now takes a whack at it, dumps it in the corner. Back is Farrand, about a minute left. Pinching it in, Hansen trying to get it out. It's out to center ice. Sidden racing for it, and the puck slides in the Massena zone. DeRushy, and he sticks it up into the boards. That's going to be a penalty.
That's a penalty. It doesn't make any difference whether it's intentional or not. When a goalie throws the puck over the glass, it's an automatic delay of game. It's a fairly new rule. I think it went in the books last year, Jerry. So that's going to hurt Massena. It was very unintentional by DeRushy, but regardless, Massena will have a man in the penalty box. A delay of the game called against the goalie DeRushy as he threw the puck over the glass.
Oh, there's no choice. They have to call that. And now is OFA going to call? No, I guess they're not. 54 seconds left to play. Now Massena will be down a man, trailing 3-2. They got to score a shorthanded goal here, Rich, to tie this game.
Well, they got to get control of the puck and get it in the OFA zone, and maybe try to tie it up that way. They can pull DeRushy and at least be even up.
Hansen will be out there to take the face-off. Of course, Massena has to put a man in the box to serve DeRushy's penalty. It's got to be somebody who was out there at the time the penalty was incurred.
Yeah,
so John Feely goes in. Hansen will take the face-off against Craner with 54 seconds left in the third period. Off the face-off. Craner trying to poke it. Johnson going after Craner. Trying to feed it ahead to Johnson. Bounce back to the Massena blue line. Adams is there to Sidden. Sidden bounces it, gets it back again. Backhand goes to Johnson. Johnson races in the zone, rubs into the boards, gets knocked down. The puck picked up by Hansen. Hansen starting out, dumps it to center ice. To an open wing, Mike Adams picking it up, dumps it back into the zone. Massena gets to Rushy off the ice. OFA controls it in behind the net. Jason Farron with it. Farron looking for it, trying to slide it. It goes to Tayo. Tayo, centering pass, knocked down in front. Back to the point it comes. Mike Adams. Adams trying to slide it through, deflected wide. 10 seconds left. Here's Tayo. Tayo dumps it into the front of the net. Tayo right in front. They jam at it. And the puck controlled by OFA. They're going to win this hockey game 3-2. Well, OFA will go to the championship.
Yep. OFA will go to the championship on Saturday afternoon at Appleton Arena, St. Lawrence University. Massena putting a lot of pressure, maybe in the last period, but I think it's a little bit too late. If they'd have done this in the first period, I think you'd see Massena ahead. I think the first period, Jerry, I just told a story. Massena dug themselves a hole by going down 2-0, and it's hard to come back like that